The following program is a production of WLRN.
Coming up on Art Street, Opera Art Gallery artists and actor David Caruso come together to help the plight of abandoned horses.
Welcome to Art Street. I'm Meredith Porte. I am continually amazed at how much creativity abounds in South Florida. Our first story is about an internationally known art gallery, some very talented artists, and actor David Caruso, who recently joined forces to make people aware of the plight of abandoned horses in South Florida.
All the tired horses in the sun, how am I supposed to get in it right and done?
Opera Gallery is a very prestigious gallery with a network of galleries spanning the globe, from Hong Kong to Dubai, from Monaco to New York. And we have dedicated this evening exclusively for the benefit of the South Florida SPCA. They rescue large animals and horses that have been malnourished, maltreated, abused, abandoned.
Behind me is one of the paintings that's featured in our silent auction, which will help raise money for our organization. This horse is Freedom's Flight. He is a descendant of Seattle Slew and a beautiful creature. He was rescued from a slaughter facility, and he has been instrumental in gaining media attention, which has helped us to leap forward and capture some of the people who have been illegally stealing and slaughtering horses.
It was absolutely important enough for us to fly across the country and be a part of this. Hi, this is David Caruso. You may know me from CSI Miami and a few other things. The fine arts are very, very important to me. I'm here tonight on behalf of the SPCA and this amazing and clearly important event. We're here to shed light on the fact that horses all over the state of Florida are being abused and sometimes killed. This is happening secretly, and the key to this whole event is to expose this, to come out and support some of these amazing artists. This particular piece catches my eye. I'm sorry, that's such a cheap stunt, but I'm capable of that. Yes, I'm an idea man, but it was kind of the idea to collaborate on this piece. We designed to kind of reflect maybe the 21st century. As I mentioned earlier, it's called Chinerica. You might wander to your right and see the signature image of the show tonight, which is painted for the show by the amazing Romero Brito, who's a close friend and a huge force here in South Florida.
I work from photographs. My work is these charcoal drawings around me that are drawn on paper of horses. And I really like drawing horses because I feel that they're really magnificent creatures, and they represent to me the magnificence of the natural world that we live in. And I really want to draw people's attention to our responsibility and our stewardship that we are beginning to take on in the environment and the natural world. I think that that's the purpose of art, is that art helps educate people and brings about awareness and helps people see things that maybe they haven't seen before. I was contacted by Ellen Robinson of the SPCA, and she had read an article that was written about my work, and Peter had read about the help the horses in the paper and had come to see it to see if he could help. And when he met me, he asked me about my work. And I showed him, I had some work with me Ellen had asked me to bring. And so then the idea came about having a show to benefit the horses and the SPCA. So it all sort of started right there. It was kind of just a great, Ellen says it's kismet, that it all sort of came together.
And this is Molly. As you see, she has an absolutely beautiful coat now. She's in great health. She's walking much better. And she's very bossy now. She's strong, although she's 30 years old, but she looks absolutely beautiful compared to the time she arrived. She could barely walk. She had no hair. She had infections everywhere that when they gave her the medicine, all the pus came out of the skin. So I've been collecting art for a long time. I'm just passionate about art. But I love animals, and I've become very passionate. By the way, I also come 3 times a week. I dedicate 4 or 5 hours in the evening.
You know, you have animal control, you have Humane Society, people, all kind of dog rescues all over the place. There was nobody addressing the problem of horses. They're very expensive to keep, they're very expensive to rehabilitate, but the county helps us for a certain number of months per animal, and the animals aren't always adopted in that timeline. And we still have a lot of animals left that we don't get any help with, and that's why we need help of the public. We always need volunteers out here. We need horse-experienced volunteers, people who can come out and wash the horses and groom the horses.
The idea is really for people to open their hearts and their wallets. And we have to make sure that all these animals that have suffered and they have been mistreated and they've had a terrible, terrible life, most of them, we have to make sure that from now on they have the best time of their life and they have like a paradise for them from now on.
They say a civilization will be judged in the manner in which it treats its animals. Tonight is a wonderful night for animals and their humane treatment, and it is especially wondrous that the art community in South Florida has come together to support our humane efforts, and we thank them so very, very much.